Hello, hi everyone. I am back after months and months of not streaming anything. I was traveling and I am now back in Mexico in Playa del Carmen. You were watching my shows, The World's Medium. It was like Paris Voyance Live, the French show, and also Tarot Live that I was broadcasting every week for quite a while. So it's great to be back. The reason why I disappeared for a little while is because I was in Barcelona, Spain, and I thought I would just do a little live show tonight here, live from Playa del Carmen, actually, close to Cancun, where I just came back a month ago. And I thought it would be great to just do like a mini show right now where I can reconnect, see if everything is working well, because it's been a while. Actually, I forgot to launch something. It's been a while I haven't streamed. It's been a while I haven't talk to you guys. So I just try to see if things are working well. You can send me a message right now. The chat system, I think, is working. I just launched it, so we'll see if there's going to be any message coming in. You can send me your love. You can talk to me. I can see that I'm on LinkedIn right now. I'm on Facebook as well. I am on YouTube. I'm on Twitch. I don't know who's watching, but anyway, usually I advertise in advance when I'm going to be live. This time I didn't. This is Raphael, the world's medium. I answer all your questions about love, work, or money. What I wanted to say as well is that I used to do readings using tarot, and I've decided to kind of change that and try to kind of do readings without using the tarot. So that's another thing I wanted to try to do. And so it's a great opportunity for me to just try my skill and see what's happening. I'm checking right now on my YouTube if it is live. Let me see. It is working. It's a great opportunity. Okay, great. It is working. I can't believe how well it's working. I think things have changed like very much since for the past 6 months. Things are kind of working better now than they used to when I was in Puerto Vallarta. Anyway, so for the one person who's watching, hello. You can give me, you can send me a message, and I will, I think, get it on the side. I don't want to hide. I want to show. Okay, I think it's showing here. And what else do I want to say? It's been, going back to Spain for all this time. Basically, I went back in July. I was staying in CJS for a while, in Barcelona as well. So it was great for me to reconnect with Europe. But I have to say that it was quite different. Something had changed, I have to say. I was so excited to be back in Europe, to reconnect with friends. And then, anyway, as you know, a lot of countries were closed. Everybody was freaking out, and the mask and all this blah, blah, blah. That was really, really annoying for me. So I got this kind of it was really strange. It was just not fun, I have to say. The summer was fun last summer. And then the winter came, and it was like people only talked about COVID, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. This is why I came back to Mexico. So now I am in Playa del Carmen. I came back a month ago, and I don't know if anyone has been here. It's a Tulum here as well, the pyramids, and it was such a great surprise. I came here because my very good friend David, that I know from Paris, we've known each other for like 20 years, and he left actually CJS many years ago and decided to start a life in Mexico. And he was always telling me, it's very nice. I'm in Mexico City, and Playa del Carmen was such a great experience for me. So when he lived here when I was in LA, I think. And I was like, okay, I might discover it one day. And coming here a month ago has been such a breath of fresh air. It's very hot, but everybody's feeling free, and there's no mask, and you can be on the beach, and it's very sunny, and it's like if the world can really keep, spinning, and so it was really great to be here. For me, it really, really opened my mind again. It made me creative. Spain, of course, is beautiful, but when they started to lock everything down again, and you had to show a pass to go for coffee here and there, it was creating like a total paranoia. So being back in Mexico, I have to say, it is the place to be. So no matter where you are in the world, I am the world's medium. I travel all around the world. At this very moment, I think the only place to be is Mexico. I have to say, I should work for the tourist board of Mexico, but it's just very, very nice. The food's delicious. The energy is good. It's not always super safe, as big cities, and but at the same time, it's just a breath of fresh air. The ocean blue, the blue sky, the heat, the tacos and everything. So it's very, very nice. And the difference with Playa del Carmen compared to Puerto Vallarta, where we was for many years or many months, is that Playa del Carmen has a lot of European traveling here. So it's very mixed. You have American, Canadian, French, like me. You have Spanish people. You have Belgian people, Swiss people. So it's a great place for all of us from all around the world to connect. I do recommend Playa del Carmen. And Tulum as well was so beautiful. I went to see the pyramids, and I can really see why the Mayan people chose that place to set a base, because it's just really, 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 really a great energy. It was really, really wonderful, I have to say. I was very surprised. It's so surprising, actually. Playa del Carmen is something I did not expect. I feel the same as when I went to Ibiza for the first time. I used to live in London, and I used to think that Spain was like whatever. And somebody invited me to DJ actually in Ibiza, and I got to Ibiza, and I was like, "What is this?" It was just fantastic. It was amazing, great energy, great people, and I'm almost feeling the same right now in Playa del Carmen. This kind of rebirth, revival, re-energize. It's very, very nice. So I wanted to say that during this pandemic, or whatever you call it, Mexico has been a lifesaver for me. I could really live my life normally, and I would recommend to anybody in the world right now to move to Mexico. That's what I would say. Really, really cool. So what else do I want to say? I have been doing a lot of consultations online. People have been calling me a lot from LA, and I have been hosting events in Barcelona at a hotel called Axel Hotel. You might have seen online what I was doing, but it was quite fun, I have to say. I was at the bar of the Axel Hotel, which is right in the very center. So I've done that for about 6 months. And people would come, I would answer questions. There was a lot of loud music, but I found out that I could actually do readings in loud music. So it was kind of a shift from working as a DJ for many years, then working as a psychic medium for many years as well, and then finally doing readings for people on the dance floor. So that was kind of a really, really funny thing. After DJing for many years, then being a psychic for many years, and then finally I found myself at the DJ table at the Sky Bar at the Axel Hotel doing tarot readings. So that was very, very interesting. And so that was the experience of Barcelona, very beautiful. Sitges was full of British, so it was fun as well to reconnect with the British people. But I want to say Spain was not as fun as it used to be. It is known as a place to party, to have fun. And now with this whole things and showing a pass to go for coffees and this and that, I thought it was absolutely ridiculous, to tell you frankly. And I hope the vibe is going to come back. We'll see. Anyway, but for now, I'm in Mexico. So I will start doing shows again, and in fact, I'm going to prepare things every week where people can call me, can actually be on the show and type in a question. So I don't know if somebody is like typing a question or something, but anyway, you can type in your question if you want right now. If you want to ask me questions about your love life, about anything, and my name is Raphael, the world's medium. I'm a medium, so I connect with spirits and I also do tarot readings. So basically, what I want to do now, as I said before, is that I want to try to use this opportunity of a show like that anybody can watch, basically, to use my gift, my skill, to answer your questions without tarot, without nothing. I just have my little notebook here. I have my pen. I have me. I have you, and I want to see how far I can go with doing readings for you, and without tarot, without nothing. I've always wanted to do readings without using anything, so I think it's more interesting, and also it's a challenge for me because the tarot. In fact, is a little bit of a support system for me. When I do a reading for someone, the information I get come from another dimension. They don't come from the tarot. They come from another dimension. And the tarot, I use a bit like an alphabet that helps me to put letters or words on intuition I have. So that's kind of how it works. And recently, I have been trying people partying in the street. This is Mexico, Saturday night, middle of the night. So you might hear some weird noises and the police and stuff. So anyway, that's in the street where I am. I'm in the very, very center of Playa del Carmen. I think someone is watching on Facebook. 3 people are watching on Facebook. I don't know who's watching. I should go and spy there and see who is watching. Let me click on that. I don't know. Anyway, so somebody's watching me on Facebook. I know you're watching me. I don't know who you are, but you're watching me. And I think, yeah, you can type in a question if you want. So what I was saying is I want to really try to use my intuition. And, we are in the age of Aquarius. So all of us right now, and it's starting quite a few years ago, but it's getting more and more that way. We are all led to use vibrations more than we used to before. And I, even as a psychic and medium, I want to use that more. I want to use this natural intuition I have. And I want to blow your mind as well. Because I think doing a reading without using tarot, without using nothing, is kind of something else. So yes, the tarot readings or the intuitive readings, I used to do them with tarot. I still do them with tarot, but I want to try to do it without. So if anyone wants to type me a question about love, work, money, anything you want to ask me, this is your opportunity. This is free. This is the show. And yeah, it would be fun to know what you want to ask. Let me see if I close that. All right. Yes, on this Saturday night, reconnecting with you after all this time. After all this time, it's been such a long time. It's been since I think the last time I did a show was last summer in July. So now it's February 2022, so it's been a while, yeah, but I missed it. I am back. I will do 2 shows every week. I want to do shows where people can ask me questions in English, in French, in Spanish, where we can interact all together. I have to decide exactly on which day I want to do it. I wanted to see if the setting would work well. I still have to kind of change like to put the green screen. I bought a new green screen to put like a new setting behind. And we're going to try all that together. And I want to share more with you. And I think we got to a point where it's not about, yes, it's about doing a show and stuff. Life is about a show. But I think it's also about, really sharing the personal experience you have in what you do, what you create. And I just want to get closer to all of you doing these shows and share more. And that's definitely something I really enjoyed when I was doing the shows every week, to kind of be able to exchange and to share experience that we all have with our lives, and be able to share that through a show. I think it's pretty magical. And I want to go further in that, explaining you what the process is, with reading, how it works, where the energy comes from. For me, it was I didn't like. I mean, I used to not like to explain where that came from. Where my skill came from. Why this is happening, how it works. Because for some reason, I'm an Aries, and people who are Aries sometimes are just very kind of one-way minded. And I would think, I don't care. People ask me questions about how it works. I don't care. I just know it works. I have energies that tell me things. I have intuition, and this is what I care about. I didn't care to explain, but now I understand that people really want to know how it works, how it feels, and they want to know the backstage kind of a reading or medium reading. And so I think we should focus a little bit on that, because it is true that everyone has these intuitions and an ability to connect with people from the other side. So I think it's great to open a conversation about that as well, understanding, not just saying, yes, there's a life after death, but trying to understand a little bit better what is going on there. Because for me, it's obvious what's going on there, but not to everyone. A lot of people are still, scared of death. They don't know what's happening after life, and they want to know. It's not just about reconnecting with people. They want to know what's behind what's behind the mirror, or what's behind when they're gonna die, what is going to happen there. So you can ask me any question about that as well. We can discuss that. If you're not sure, if you're scared, if you wonder what's going on there. I've always been very attracted to the subject since I was a child, and that's why I've been connecting with different souls, different ghosts. And for many years, I felt that it was kind of forbidden to have this conversation and to talk about that. And obviously, my life made me a medium and a psychic, so I had no choice but to reveal it to the world. But I understand that a lot of people wonder what that is, and why and how is that possible. And but just so you know, by the way, a lot of people ask me as well. They ask me like, but it must be strange for you, or this, and the energies and stuff. In fact, it's not strange for me. That's something that people need to understand. It's not like a weird spell I have on me and I see ghosts here and there and stuff, because it's always part of my life. So it's like someone who has the ability to hear a certain way, or someone who, I don't know, it's like, it's something that comes to me anyway. It's part of me, it's part of my personality, it's part of my life. And so this is not something that it fell on me, you know. So it's a way to see things a certain way, it's a way to analyze everything a certain way, it's a way of storing information a different way as well. So this is kind of what's happening inside of me, is storing everything. Everyone has a file. When I walk around in the street, I really see all these energies around me, and I keep analyzing what's happening with her, what's happening with him, what's going on here, what's happening with the cat in here. There's a bird in the sky. There is the clouds are moving a certain way, and there's something appearing in the sky, and then the ocean. And so it's a bit of a non-stop movie, but I get information from everything that surrounds me and all the time, and I store it and I kind of connect it, and so it's connections between the dimensions. And that's, I think, the word medium is exactly what I am and what I'm doing. So it's yeah, it's connecting different dimensions, different. It's cross. What is the word? Cross. Kind of cross-checking things. I have like lots of files about everyone in my mind, and then whenever I see someone that could match a file I already have in my head, then it's like a computer, and so it's quite interesting. Anyway. So yes, this is what I do. So I don't see any message on the chat, but I didn't launch the chat when I started streaming, and I didn't tell anyone anyway. So it's just like, but sometimes I like to start things at the last minute, you know, and just like follow my intuition. So yes, and I had a lot of people asking me as well, especially from the French show. They said, you know, when are you going to do the show again? And now we have questions. And so I had a lot of other people asking me, when are you coming back? When are you going to be back? Anyway, so I am back. This was my little I am back video, kind of. I want to know who's watching. So I'm going to open Facebook. And also I've changed something, because I used to broadcast on all my Facebook pages, and now just broadcast on my Facebook personal. I'm just changing things because why not? And I just want to see. I want to know who's watching. I know who's watching. I see who's watching. No, actually, I don't know. I don't know if I see who's watching, but I see two people I know. I see Kevin and Moz. I don't know if you are watching, but if it's the two of you, I'm very happy, because you mean a lot to me. Moz is in Canada. He's really amazing. Ah, there's Rose as well. Okay, Rose is asking me a question. Okay, Rose is watching as well. Okay, so let's see what Rose is asking me. I can see here. I wonder why I didn't get the. Okay, yeah. I get the message. I get it. But Rose, are you awake already? Okay, anyway, so the question is, do you see a lot of money from me? And that would be the man that I love. who loves me. But that's like 55 questions, Rose, you know? It was like one question. So I'm gonna respond, you know, I'm gonna answer your question. Kevin is listening with pleasure and missing me. Yes, I miss you as well, Kevin, who's in Lebanon. And we would love, and he's a traveler as well. And I would love to go back to Lebanon, by the way. It's been I don't know, years I haven't been, and I love Lebanon, by the way. I mean, I keep talking about me, but anyway, this is me reconnecting with you guys. But I love Lebanon. I've been there 4 times, and it was one of the first place where I traveled. I was 20, I remember, and I went there as a dancer for a party, and that's like 100 years ago. And it was an MTV party, and it was such a great experience to actually go to Lebanon, because back then it was a little bit. It was a bit after the war, and everything was destroyed. I mean, I know now a lot of things are destroyed as well, but it was different. It was like the first parties, the first events after they had this horrible war. And it felt a bit strange as well to be there, because you felt that maybe another war could start again, and the airport was a little bit strange, and there were the army was everywhere. There was a weird smell, I remember, when we landed at the airport. But once again, that's like 100 years ago. That's like in 95. That's the first time I went to Lebanon. And so it was just something else to be there after this war they had, and just to be in Lebanon. Everybody was like, "What are you doing in Lebanon? Are you crazy to go to Lebanon?" So anyway, we went there, and we were invited to dance at this party organized by this very famous DJ. Actually, she became very famous. Nicole, no, it's not Nicole Boudabert. What's her name again? I forgot now. I have to Google her. I forgot her name. Yes, Nicole Moudabert. Yes, that's what's her name. Yes, Nicole Moudabert. So it was Nicole Moudabert and her friend Maya, who unfortunately died. But anyway, these two girls were hosting this amazing MTV party on the Place des Martyrs. And so we went there dancing, and it was so much fun. And I remember people thought we were famous or something. We were just dancers from London, and and a DJ and stuff. But it was funny because people ask us to sign on dollar bills, like on money, to sign our names, which I think was a little bit crazy. And but it was exciting, and everyone was very nice, and the food was delicious, and it felt so special. And so it was my first time in Middle East, and everything was something else. I really liked it, and so I really fell in love with the vibe there. That's really what it was, the vibe of Middle East. And there is something there, talking about past lives. And whenever I go there, whenever I go to Lebanon or Turkey, or if I go to, not to Dubai, but yeah, Lebanon, Turkey, but Dubai as well, places like that, um, I feel like I've lived there in another life. I feel so connected to the place and to the people, and at the same time, I find the people a bit scary sometimes, because they are very intense in their feelings, in their emotions. They're very loving and very intense, and at the same time a bit strange. Like, you have certain limits you don't want to cross. And so it's a very, very interesting place, I find. Lebanon, Turkey, Egypt, Dubai, the people there I find very intense, and with a certain level of politeness, which is something very soft about them, and something very intense at the same time, a bit scary. So it's kind of very interesting, very, very interesting energy, very different from the energy people have in Europe or in America. Or it's a completely different energy. I find it more real in a way. It's more real, I find. You want to eat something, there's food for you. It's not like, I'm gonna have to look in the cabinet or whatever. You want to eat, you want to be with friends, you want to be with people. There's always people somewhere sitting, smoking, drinking coffee. There's always a little something happening somewhere. It's never all closed. There's always something outside, a little shop, or you need a little something. There's always, I like that part. Anyway, so that was for Kevin, who's in Lebanon, and he likes it a lot. And he said I should visit, and I will definitely visit for sure. And also in Lebanon, they make this delicious, it's not a milkshake, but like a avocado avocado smoothie, which is so delicious. It's like avocados they put in the machine, in the mixer, in the blender, and I think they put some cream or something in it, but it's extremely heavy. I had two of them last time I went to Lebanon. It's actually quite heavy, but it's delicious. So anyway, all that for Lebanon, all the sugar, all the I wish I was there right now. Anyway, I'm in Mexico, so I'm going to focus on the question Rose has, because Rose, who's a dear friend, cannot sleep right now. She's not sleeping. She likes to stay up at night. I don't blame you. So let me actually, now it's more like morning for you, but anyway. But Rose has a secret because she never sleeps, but she has great skin. So I don't know, maybe she doesn't see the sun or she has a special secret, but she never sleeps. But her skin is perfect and she has big hair. So maybe that's a secret to have great skin and big hair. Stop sleeping. Just do not sleep anymore. Or only sleep during the day. It's better. Okay, so do I see a lot of money for you, my dear Rose? So let me see. Alors, Rose, I'm going to write your name on my little notebook, and I'm going to now, as I said, I don't want to use a tarot anymore. I want to try something different now. I want to try to see if my supernatural skills can tell you what's going to happen with the money. So, what kind of I want to develop that aspect because I like the tarot, but sometimes I feel like everyone has tarot and I want to be special. You know, I'm an Aries. I want to stand out. I want to do something like different. So, and I know I can do it, but I'm always a little bit, no, I need still to use the card because the card is a little bit of a support, you know. But no, no more card anymore. So let me see the money, okay? So I'm writing what is going on with the money with you. So for some reason, I see you traveling, Rose. You know, I see a castle. So I have to say, I know you live close to a castle that I really want to visit. So the Chateau de Fontainebleau, which I'm dreaming to visit. But I see some castles, you know. So there's something about a castle close to you. Maybe it's a place that is profitable for you to be around that castle. So there is something around there that could be good. I feel around the castle, medieval castle. Actually, it's not medieval, but it's more like Renaissance or whatever period. I see you around this castle. It's very good to be around there. So maybe the city where the castle is, there is something for you there that could be profitable. I see cars as well, tours, cars around that castle. There is something about that. There's a lot of cars around that castle. It's a place where maybe you should go. You should go more often close to that castle, to the Chateau de Fontainebleau. It's a place that seems good for you. Maybe it's for work as well. You know, you're mentioning work as well. This area is good for you because there's money around there. And it's something that works for you. Hanging out there for you is a good idea. If you're looking for work at the moment, you should hang out in this Fontainebleau area. This is a city that can work for you. So maybe you can develop, you should go around there. I can see you maybe even working with, I see like maybe the, how's it called? The town hall, la mairie de la ville. Something like that about this place, the museum, the castle. There is a connection for you there. You should go there. I don't know if you visited it. I'm dreaming to visit it, the Chateau de Fontainebleau. But it's a good area for you. I see that, and also I see. I was gonna say I see hot guys around the castle, but this area has more money. It's more your thing. There's something about luxury around there, which is more. This is another thing I see for you in terms of money. You work well with anything luxury, anything that's with expensive things. So you need to, that's what you need to connect with. You need to start really connecting with that. You need to connect with the high-end luxury, very rich people, high-end cars, selling but expensive old cars. That's what I see for you. You need to start connecting with this luxury world more because this is where you can glow and this is where you can make a lot of money. That's what I see. A product for rich people. This is where I see you going, and I see you becoming rich if you do that. So you need to work with that kind of business. It can be leisure, yeah, cars, luxury cars, luxury tours. I see you working in tourism as well, or concierge service, taking people around this castle, the things around the wine. I see you in this area, and that would work for you. Okay, so that's so when you say, do I see a lot of money for you? I see you with a lot of money if you are in this environment. So it's very much about who you work with. You need to work with basically rich people. This is something that works for you. Okay, if you do that, you will have much more money. This is an area, this is something that really works for you. So let me see the other question you were asking me. I wanted to show you because I drew a little castle. The Chateau de Fontainebleau is here. Okay, so I wanted to show you. So Chateau Fontainebleau. Okay, and then you say, "Will I find a job that I like?" You can choose one question. No, it doesn't matter. You know, tonight is a night where we connect with everyone. So I just want to. Um, I will respond to all your questions tonight, until I go to bed because it's almost 1 a.m. here in Playa del Carmen. So let me see what you said. Do you see a lot of money for me? Yeah, that's what I said. And about the men, let me see the men. Are you going to meet a man or some men? Who knows? 1, 2, 3. So now I put the word man. What do I see for you in terms of man? Um, hmm, I feel that it's you will, but it's the same. I see you with someone who has a certain status. You know, it needs to be someone who I could almost see someone from an old family or someone from royalty, or but I feel that it's going to be someone that is that has whose family has a reputation. That's what I see. Someone who has a reputation. Someone with a reputation. Yeah, I feel someone who could come from this area of Fontainebleau is very good for you. I could see something happening there because for some reason, what I want to say as well is that you have an ability to make rich people feel comfortable. A lot of rich people, you know, a lot of people with with a lot of money are really scared to lose everything. You know, I'm often in St. Bart's, for instance, and you know as well because you've been to places where people have a lot of money, and so you're very, very close to the psychology of the people that have a lot of money. And it's very difficult for them. And we were having this conversation sometimes. I know you're Rose. It's difficult for someone who's very famous, very rich, has a lot of power, comes from a very old family, or you know, it's very hard for these people to be treated with honesty. So they are used to be treated like they used to be used, basically. Huh? Everyone wants to use rich people. They see someone very rich, or they come with a Rolls Royce. Okay, we're going to try to get money from them, and we're going to tell them they look very good, so they're going to give us money. And so a lot of very rich people or famous people have that all the time, non-stop. They're exposed to that, to people who are fake. They just want their money, or they make them a compliment, like, you know, let's say it's a very fat rich person, you know, like extremely obese, and it's like, and you know, and everyone's, oh, you're so beautiful today, and you know, you're so thin, and so people are lying, and so rich people get that all the time, you know. And also they always get people trying to steal their money or try to lie to them, or people see them as an opportunity. So when they see someone who's honest and who treat them normally, like you, Rose, because I know you for that, then you are like gold to them, because first, I mean, they need people like you. So I see you doing very well in that world, and you need, because this is something that, yeah, this is where you will succeed. Okay, that's what I really feel in this world. This is what you need, and I see a man there for you, but a powerful man. It could be a racer as well. I see it could be someone who drives, who's going around, you know, around the circuits with the car. I can see that. Um, yeah, and someone who's very grounded as well, who's got his feet on earth, a strong man. I can see um, like a strong man, basically, you know, somebody strong. I see with someone strong who has a certain power, who's established. So yes, I think you will find a man, and I think you will find the money, but you have to go around Fontainebleau or around this whole castle wine, the business around all these castles and tour cars, and the people around. There's horse riding around there as well. So you need to kind of hang out with that society. If you don't go there, it's not going to come to you, of course. So you need to embrace the luxury world, and this is where everything is gonna arise for you. You know. So I hope I was able to respond a little bit to your question, Rose. So I wanted to remind you what it is. So I'm going to click, I'm going to tell you, my name is Raphael. I am the world's medium for the one who know me, the one who don't know me. I have two shows in the week, and I disappeared for a few months. I was in Spain, and now I came back to Mexico, and I feel excited again about doing shows, and I want to do it differently. I want to not use my tarot deck anymore. I want to only use a piece of paper and my pen and tell you what I see, and so that will be a great occasion for me to expand my intuition, and maybe I will become better at what I'm doing, and also it's going to be more exciting for me because I like the idea of walking on hidden, on new paths. And I usually only do that when I do medium reading, when I connect with spirits. And obviously, for that, I don't use any tarot or anything. But it's interesting to use the same skill now to predict the future and to see what I see for you. So what do I want to say? Yes, also what I want to say as well, by the way, I wanted to introduce a new system as well. You can make donations as well when you're watching the show, and if you like what you see, if you like the answer I gave you, you're very welcome making a donation as well. So this is something a concept I wanted to introduce. Of course, nobody's forced to make a donation, but if you want, you can make a donation. So I just got to show you how it works. So you could give $5, $10, $15, and the link is next to make a donation. So, and I'm going to do more and more shows. So that's why I really want to kind of work more that way and be more and more present. And of course, I will rely on your support to keep doing shows. And so anyway, so let's go back to the questions that I have from you. So I am scrolling down. I have Radha, who's here. May I ask a question, please? Yes, my dear Radha. So ask your question. So I will know. Okay, you ask already. I'm scrolling down. Okay, so your question is okay. So you want to know. So I'm going to put your question here. What's the next action of my friend towards me in March? So March is in a few days. His current feelings for me. Okay, so let me see what I have my pen, I have my notebook. As you know, Radha, this is a new way for me to do readings. Usually I use a tarot, but now, just from tonight, I've decided to just use a piece of paper and a pen. So I'm going to see you here, Radha. So it would be great if you would give me the first letter of the name of your friend. But anyway, I'm going to just put F for friend, okay? Because it doesn't really matter if I have the name or if I have the first. It's not a big deal. So I'm going to call him F, okay? Like friend. Your Radha is here. So what's happening between the two of you? Let me see. Let me see a little bit what's coming up to my mind. I see some water between the two of you. I see a lake or some water or maybe a boat. So that's what I'm doing right now. There's water. I like the idea of water because it means things are flowing. There's exchange between the two of you. There's something very Pisces, very there's kind of a good flow. Things are moving. I see some kind of exchange between the two of you. It flows, which I like. I find that he's open to changes. If you want to, if you want to, I feel that there's a lot of emotions between the two of you. As I said, Pisces is a sign that is very open to each other's emotions. It's like two people are one together. So I see whatever you do has an impact on him. Whatever he does has an impact on you. You feel what the other one feels. So sometimes the two of you, you're a little bit lost. You are together, but it's hard for you to take decisions for the two of you. That's what I'm seeing. So Rose is saying she wants a castle and the man in the castle. Thank you so much. Sounds great. Okay. Well, if you're in the castle, my dear Rose, you got to invite me because you know how much I like the castles and everything. So I'll be, make sure you let me know. But I am going back to Radha, who said, okay, her friend is called R. I mean, the first letter is R. What I'm feeling between the two of you is it's hard for you to take decisions, but at the same time, there's an understanding between the two of you. I feel it's quite flowing, but at the same time, it's not always very clear. Because the water as well, what I see, this kind of water thing between the two of you, it's nice, but it's not always very grounded, you know? So in terms of the feelings he has for you, let me see. Um, I think I feel I have to say I feel that he's quite in sync with you, you know, Radha. I feel like he's quite synchronized on how you feel. But sometimes I feel that you expect him to, to take decisions to say, yes, we're going to do that. And you are, the woman of my life. So I feel you expect that from him. And sometimes it's hard for him to express himself as much as you wish he would. So you would expect more, just like, tell me, let's do this, let's do that. And so he's not giving you that. So that's what I'm sensing. Just want to see what the key would be for that. What needs to be. Um, okay, I see a knife. I don't know why I see this knife, but sometimes it feels like he has pressure on him. He has a lot of pressure on him. That's probably why I see this knife. And there's a sense of like what is a threat. It's like, oh, if you don't do this, if you do that, I'm going to push you away. There's something like that. It stresses him a little bit. I'm sensing something like that where you are like, if I don't get what I said, I'm going to do something very bad to you. It feels a bit like that. There's a bit of a pressure. I'm sensing that. So I think because it is someone who's very sensitive, you need to be very gentle with this person. And because this is how he is, I feel that this person is very gentle, and the pressure doesn't work on this person. What works though is to kind of entice them. So if you want this person to be more um, acting, because it's a person that acts and does things, but in a very, very, very soft way, very, very emotional. So you kind of need to, how can I explain it? If you want this person to be nice with you, to be interested in you, you need to kind of charm this person. You were pushing the past, yeah. So I have the feeling that it is someone that you can, you need to be a little bit like a mythical creator that's like, come to me, with the music. And so what I'm trying to say is that it is someone who reacts very well to that, to the music, to the sounds, to yeah, the food. This is how I feel you need to communicate. Yeah, you need. So this is this is something I think you have in common. You can both understand that. He can understand that about you, you can understand that about him. You both like this artistic way of communicating, if I can say, communicating with senses, sounds, perfumes. I see this whole world that can be very good for the two of you. In fact, places with water are very good as well. Like an empress, yeah, like an empress, yeah, but an empress, a mythical empress. I feel Athena or something like that. And he can be, I don't know, like the god of water. It could be Poseidon or something like that. But I see the both of you, Neptune. I see this kind of, this is how it works with the two of you. This is what you could share together. So it's very much about art, about sound, about music, about maybe smoking weed. I don't know, or a little bit of a hypnotic world. I feel that this is something that can work for the two of you. This whole, mysterious. Not mysterious, but I really see this Neptunian influence as well. The dream world, poetry, how you could write to each other, you could exchange songs, you know. Yeah, this is kind of if you love him, this is how you can communicate with him. That's what I'm saying. This is what would work. So if you want to tell him something, you can write a song for him, or you can send him a playlist that you like, or send him a perfume. I see this is how you can communicate with him. This is not someone who likes to really yeah, that you can really say, oh no, now tell me, you know. It doesn't work with him. This is not the kind of person that's very earthy. No, it's kind of, you need to be very gentle, subtle, and use this. Actually, it's almost, I wouldn't say it's feminine, but he reacts very well to this feminine energy more than the masculine energy. So you need to use that as much as you can. Um, so rather than answering your question and telling you what he feels for you, he likes that part. Something can flow between the two of you, and I see water between the two of you. So if there's a cruise, or someone coming with a boat, or someone crossing the ocean, there's something about the water between the two of you. The water is very beneficial for the two of you, by the way. The water element is very good. So yeah. But I see a nice exchange. There is something, there is a connection between the two of you, and there must be no pressure, you know, from because it won't work. Yeah, if you, this is not how it works. What's his actions towards me? You mean like right now, or you mean like in the future? Me, I find that it is someone that is not really doing much. It's someone, I feel this kind of, I see a synchronicity between the two of you. I see you synchronized, but more in the thoughts, or you know, I don't see him doing much, you know. But I see water between the two of you. Yeah, don't don't pressure him. But maybe I don't know exactly where the two of you live, but I feel there's water in between the two of you, and this is a very positive element. You know, arranging something on the water, an island, a boat, going by the water, maybe inviting him somewhere by the water. But this is a very interesting element that can connect the two of you. Poetry, music. So yes. You're coming from rest of March? Incoming? Sorry, I don't understand the question. Incoming the rest of March. I'll let you explain me what the question is. Let me see. Meanwhile, while you write your question, while you explain me a little bit what you're asking me, I wanted to remind you, first of all, I wanted to say I am back after all these months of absence. When I was in Spain, I left Mexico, I went to Spain, I was in Sitges and Barcelona. And there I was doing all these readings at Axel Hotel in the roof in a sky bar. So that was fun to connect with people, meet new people. There was a lot of loud music, but I realized I could do readings even though it was very loud, the music around me. So that was fun. It was a new format, a new way of reading people. That's something I used to do in LA as well at the W hotels. I was doing readings on the rooftop as well. So it was interesting to get this sensation again, to have tons of people everywhere, music, people dancing, screaming, asking me questions. It was very funny. But now I am back in Mexico, and in the day I'm in the beach, in the night I'm with you on Restream. Okay, so Rada is asking me, so you can ask me questions. As I said, you know, tonight what I want to try after this month of absence is to answer your question without using the tarot and doing directly my piece of paper and my pen, and just call my intuition and see what I see for you. So Rada is here and telling me we're talking about love. Okay, so I'm coming. I had a fight, so let me see. So I had a fight. I have not been communicating since I talked to him in 5 days. What is action towards me in the next week of March? So I had a fight. I have not been communicating since I talked to him. So in 5 days, you'll be talking to him, and you want to know what's going to happen. Is that correct? Okay, you have the feeling that it's going to reach out. What I want to say from, once again, what I want to say from the actually not the cards, because I'm drawing things. I feel that it should flow, and because I see the water as well, I feel it is possible to get a message from him. And in terms of actions, I feel that everything, once again, very gentle. Everything is very gentle. I don't see any, animosity or. It is possible. It is possible he sends you something, or I feel this is a good time. It's a good time to reconnect. That's what I would say. Definitely, good time to reconnect. Is he going to connect with you? Let me see if he's the one who's going to connect with you. Uh, I don't know why I see this water so much. Maybe a how do you call that? Maybe a little ride on a little boat, or when you go to a lake and with a little boat, or once again, water element very important. It's possible there is something about a message about a cruise, about traveling, about, that's what I would say in terms of actions. Um, I see a good connection with the two of you, as long as it stays in this vibe that I was describing, whether, artistic, music, yeah. So, but I see something peaceful. I feel more the energy than proper actions. If he reaches out, it's going to be very gentle, very gentle. So it could be a little message, or, you know, yeah. You weren't planning to go somewhere, or to kind of. There was not an idea of traveling. I see traveling. I see traveling. I see traveling on the water, islands, going here and there. I see boats very much. So there's something about that. Plans to go to um, a marina, a place with a lot of boats. I see Saint Tropez or places like that. Saint Tropez, or a place that has all these boats. Yeah, I see like a port with little boats and something about that. Yeah. Well, I hope I was able to bring you a little bit of clarity on that. No, I've decided to not pull tarot. I've decided to only. That's what I said. This is a new. This is my new way of doing readings on the live show, because I want as well to really, go deeper in my intuition. And I've decided to take the risk to drop the tarot and just use my intuition, because at the end of the day, the tarot is only here to. It's like letters, It's like you have thoughts and you have just letters that kind of give a shape to the words you have in your mind, or the intuition you have in your mind. But if you think about it, the answers do not come from the tarot, actually. And I had someone 2 years ago. I met a medium, in fact, in Spain, because I often meet other mediums or psychics, and he told me you have to stop using the tarot. You have to really start connecting with your spirits and do readings with no tarot anymore. And I didn't follow his advice. But for some reason, I decided to be bold enough to follow his advice, and to really see what comes to my mind. Because sometimes the tarot, I don't know, it's just a starting point for the intuition to come. But I find that the intuition is actually more powerful than the tarot. And sometimes the tarot can limit certain things, certain visions I have. I think a vision is much more than a tarot card. You get what I'm saying? Okay, you understand. So now you're asking me, has he told anything to his family? So let me see. Okay, so he's here. Let me see one moment, okay? Let me concentrate on him and on his family, what I see for him. I see a lot of women around him, lots of girls, So there's something very feminine around me. That's what I'm feeling around him. Very very feminine energy. He really understands women. That's what I'm feeling as well. Um, I would say so. I feel like, but more with the women of the family. I don't feel like he's talking about that to the men, but with the women of the family, he's having conversation with them. He's very close to the woman, I find. Um, I don't know, mother, sisters, but I feel they're very, very connected. And there's a circle around him, and it's a bit of a cocoon as well. Huh? I feel like they protect him very much. Um, they care about him. He's very loved, by the way. There's a lot of love around him. That's what I'm seeing. They love him very much. He's like the little baby, little not little baby, but it's like they really, really care. They protect him, and they see him a bit like not a king. I mean, they don't want him to go. I see as well. They don't want him to leave. They don't want him to go. They want to keep him with them, but in a good way. It's like their little treasure. I see something like that. So they want to keep him inside, like a king. I see that. But they're open to talk about it. I think I have the feeling they have a lot of conversations together. You know, so they talk a lot. They're very, very close with the women. Yeah, I feel that. So he's very likely to have spoken about it, but I don't know how he would describe it. You know, but I feel he tells them everything. That's what I'm sensing. So you said you are connecting with angels as well. That's good. What what do they look like? That's a fun question I'm asking, but I have to say I don't know what angels look like, and I know I'm a medium, a psychic, and people always talk about angels. Um, I always ask people, okay, what does it look like? You know, because for some reason I connect with energies that have different colors. Um, but I always wonder how, what is your description of an angel? What do you see, like a color? Do you see a shape? Do you see something religious? Do you see something flying? No, I'm curious. I'm very curious. I had this conversation with someone I used to work with. There was a store in LA called Mystic Journey, and I used to do readings there. And so I was always connected with all these psychics and mediums and crystals and stuff. And so we always had this conversation. And one of them was a lot of fun. Actually, she was French, like me, and she would do angel readings. And I was always asking her, okay, what does it look like? And so she would say, she would describe colors, and because an angel, when you see representations, it's like something with wings, and I never saw that. I have to say, this is something I've never seen, but I have seen different energies and protective energies, but I've never seen the thing with the wings. So that's why she was always doing readings for me, because we would exchange readings in the store, and then she would say. Yeah, she would talk about angels, archangels, Michael, Raphael, And I was like, okay, so you see like angels flying around. She said, no, this is not what I see. I see energy. I was like, okay. Okay, so let me see. You don't know. So you don't know what they look like. They speak to you in your dreams, okay? But you don't see anything. That's what I was wondering. You don't see something special, like it doesn't, it's more like you hear things. It's like guardian angels who talk to you in your dreams. I'm just trying to see, because that would speak to me more. There's Malu as well. Malu, who's from the family. Interesting. How are you, Malu? Are you traveling? Malu that I've never met, but that sometimes comes and visits my mom in Strasbourg. So let me see what is going on with the chat. It's fun to do something a bit spontaneous that was not planned. Okay, so you have energy. Yeah, okay. So then we are with, Rada, what I would say in terms of, a long-term relationship with, I just remind everyone who's watching, by the way, if you missed the beginning, Rada loves very much this person whose name starts with R. And so we're trying to figure out what's going on between the two of them, if they're going to reconnect. And so what I was feeling is that there's this kind of emotional level on which they can connect. They're both very emotional people with a very open heart. And so I find that this is a way you can connect. So there's something almost, people talk about twin flame or whatever. I don't really believe so much in twin flame, but I believe that some people in the planet have things in common. They understand things, the same way. And I think this is a very good recipe for love. It's like friendship or love. When you meet someone that sees or feel things the same way you do, it's always a very good way for the two of you to connect and understand each other, and then it opens a way for friendship or love. Because the most precious most precious thing you can find on this planet is to find someone who feel what you feel. Because being a human being, now we're opening the big book of what it means to be a human being. But it's difficult to be a human being because you are unique. There's only one of you. So if you can meet someone who has a little bit something that is similar to you and can understand what you feel, the suffering or the happiness or anything, but it makes you feel so happy. So I feel that, yes, what you're saying, you feel you have a past life connection with him. What I'm trying to say is that the both of you have something in common that is very deep, and it's this understanding of energies, sounds, and so you have that thing in common. That definitely opens the way for a long-term relationship. Is it going to be the love of your life? I don't know. I can never really say that, but I see you are made of something similar, the two of you. So if you can, kind of connect that you have in common, that would be really great. But you have to remember exactly what is that thing you have in common. And that thing you have in common is the perception of life, of sounds, of it's this softness. But I see you are a little bit pushy, as you said before. And remember, this is something, now I want to tell you something about you, because I'm getting now intuition. Because sometimes you ask questions, people ask me questions, but the spirits want to say something different. They want to bring more information. And now what I'm getting from you is, yes, you are a bit pushy, and you need to listen to your feelings and your heart a little more than your head, where you always, you're a little bit like, I want that now, this is what I want, and that's it. And instead, you need to kind of like look a little bit inside and see what it is that you really want. What do you really want inside? What does truly make you happy? And I think that's what I just said. What makes you happy is to be able to share that, to have someone who you can observe the world, like a companion with whom you can observe the world, and you both can agree on what you see. Do you get what I'm saying? So you need to, instead of pushing, it's better if you look inside of you and try to see him as a mirror of what you have inside. And that's what you need to show him. That's how you need to communicate with him. That will work. And have you wondered, by the way, why you haven't met in person? Because is that the distance? Because once again, I see the water. Is it because it's far away? Still there? Meanwhile, I wanted to remind you, my name is Raphael. I am the world's medium, and I'm going to start doing more shows now on YouTube twice a week in English and in French, and now I speak a little of Spanish as well. So you will be able to ask your questions, during the two shows, and it's going to be fun. And for these shows, I'm going to use my intuition only, so we can connect with spirits, which is something I do as well. I do consultations, medium consultations. So I'm going to use this connection with spirits, people who are alive or dead, or so I'm going to do that. And also, I'm going to, tell you more about what I see in your situation. You will be able to ask me questions about, work, love, money, what I see. And then I will see what my intuition tells me, and I will try to guide you. And so this today is my reconnection with you after 6 months of absence, so even more. I was back in Europe, and now I'm back in Mexico, and I'm inspired again to do these shows. So we are now talking with Radha, who asked me a question about a love, about a person that she likes a lot. And we are trying to see what's going to happen. So I'm back in the chat, and she told me, let me see, I discovered, okay, it was a distance, and we went back home. He went back home to his family. I think he's back, but he did reach out. Okay, so you think he's back close to you, but he hasn't contacted you yet. Okay. So, and that's why you got frustrated, because you haven't met him in person. I understand. I think he's back, but he did not reach out. Okay, I understand what you said. He hasn't reached out yet. Well, what I can say anyway, really the sensation I have is that this, what is happening right now is for you to understand that you need to think with your heart and your emotions more than what you want or what should be. So it's very much about that. It doesn't matter if you are the one contacting him as well. It's not a problem. What you need to learn in that situation is that the way to communicate with him is, as I said, through gentleness. No, but you can reach out. That's what I'm saying. You can reach out, but a certain way. Not like, I know you wouldn't do that, but not like saying, "Why didn't you call me?" It's more like, "Hey, I think you're around. There's this concert, or there's this, I don't know, water place where we could go. Would you like to go? And maybe we could meet." It has to be. You need to find this connection with him. What I really saw with the water, with the emotions, with the energy, and as you said, this past life connection. So you don't have his number, well, but you can find him. You know his name. It will come back. I understand. So you say, yeah, you say that you deleted the number, you got mad, but I really do feel that you will reconnect. That's what I'm sensing. But you need to use a bit of patience. And once again, I feel that with energy, we can attract people, we could connect with people. You need to use that energy you have inside of you. When you said to me that you feel you have a connection between the two of you from a past life, you need to use that. This is where you need to get the energy from, to establish the connection. Because sometimes we forget as well. What did you say? Let me see, because I'm losing. He never stopped me from, let me see, let me just see. Okay, I need just to see the message in here. You said he never, I got mad. No, I understand what you say, but what I'm trying to tell you is it is important that you learn how can I say it? Your thought can have a power on matter. So you need to start, with everything I told you now, you need to connect with all these energies you have in you, the energy, this creative energy, and connect with his energy. So this is what needs to occur. I have the feeling you will reconnect. Even if you don't have his number, I feel there is a connection there, and I feel that the connection will be, you will reconnect, because you have that thing in common. There's something that you both have, and that's matching. So just for that, you will reconnect. That's what I'm sensing. All right, so I hope I was able to bring you a little bit of clarity. And I'm going to check a little bit if there's more message. And now I've been here for a little while. I wanted to tell you guys that next time I will advertise the show in advance. I think it should be next week. So today is Sunday. and I think I'm going to start maybe around Wednesday. We'll see what day I'm going to do two a week. I have a question I forgot. I'm going to look into. It's Kanupriya. I will take a look at your question in one moment. Sorry, I forgot it. And so I will do 2 shows per week. I think I'm going to do one on Wednesday and one closer to the weekend. I have to determine exactly what day that will happen, but I'm glad everything worked out really well. So I wasn't sure the internet would be good or the sound, but apparently it worked. So I'm just going to say goodbye to Radha. You will be patient. That's very good. Be patient. Any other advice for how to deal with him? The visualization, really, I see. No, I really see something. I see something flowing. That's what I said to you at the beginning, and that's definitely the most important thing. It flows. It's about gentleness, and it's about let him come to you. All is about softness. It's very much about that. Okay, Rada? So I hope you will be back for the next show Wednesday. I don't know exactly what time, but it will be advertised on my YouTube, and I will do 2 shows a week. So it will be a pleasure to have you again. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your lovely comments. And I'm going to answer the question of. Okay, what is the name again? Let me go back in the chat because I forgot somebody and that's not nice to forget someone. Okay, I click. So we have, Kanyu who's asking me, hi sir, I'm looking for an internship. You can call me Raphael. Por favor, sir, it's like I'm 500 years old. You could call me Raphael, please, please, please make me young. Okay, so hi sir, I'm looking for an internship. Can you see what's coming for my career? Okay, so let me see for you what I see for you. Let me write your name on my little notebook. Priya. Okay, so talking about old, I see a typewriter, so it's not a typewriter, obviously, but I see typing, so I see computer, I would say. I see typing very fast, entering things. I see maybe something like, I mean, it's probably not the job you dream of, but I see maybe data entry, so I see you typing very fast, very, very, very fast, like typing, you type very fast, I'm feeling. I can see my hands typing. Computers, of course, it's very, very fast. Um, it's a bit noisy, where I see you doing these internships. There's a lot of people typing a lot of things at the same time. But I see you getting a job. You have to be as fast as you can. There's something about being fast, but I think you are quite good at it. You're good at doing fast, so that should really work. um, it's very important you are like the others. There's a sense of everyone has to do the same. It needs to be very much the same, like everyone needs to be. There's a sense of everything needs to be uniform. So that's what I'm sensing. But I would give you the advice, you're looking for a summer internship. Yeah, I have to give you an advice. Try to stand out a little bit. It's great if you have all the requirements, if you can type fast and all that, that's great. But maybe you need to think a little bit outside of the box, maybe something a little bit higher, a little bit. You need to think about other abilities you have, because if you don't show exactly, if you don't show all the skills you have, then you won't stand out and you might just get something very basic. So I have the feeling you need to kind of think about what could make you special in that, so what is special about you other than the skills you have? Because I feel you could do something more than that, because what I see is very basic. This internship is something quite basic, and I feel you need to there's something that's special about you that needs to stand out if you want something better than that, because you get something, but I feel that you could get something better if you stand out a little bit. So you need to see what more you can do than all of them, because it feels like there's a lot of people who can do that. There's lots of people who can do what you could be hired for. And so at the same time, let me see what you said. And you need to, I will get a job at BDO. May I ask you what is BDO? Because I have no idea. Is it like a company or is it, I don't know what BDO is. Sorry. Could you tell me what BDO is? I'm going to Google it because I have no idea. Ah, okay. I'll totally see you in there. BDO is like, it says accounting, tax, and stuff like that. Tell me if I'm right. I googled that and I saw like accounting. Okay, that's what I see. Okay, I totally see you there, very very much. But I find that, as I said, I think it's about being fast. You need to be able to be extremely fast. So this is, it's interesting. Yeah, that's, yeah. It's about being very very fast, the fastest. You know. So maybe you need to, I mean, summer, you still have a few months because it's February. So you need to kind of train yourself to be the fastest of the fastest, you know. So you need to practice to make sure you can really be, you know, like very, very quick. Because I have to say, 100 years ago, I worked in recruitment because I had a friend called Jean Simon in Paris, and he hired me as a recruitment consultant. So that was kind of my first job. And I had to do the accountancy as well sometimes, and it was a disaster when I was doing I wanted to tell you, when I was doing the accountancy, I was so bad because you have to be very concentrated on the numbers you put on the screen. You can't talk to people around. For me, it was very difficult to be, and sometimes it was a bit of a mess. So it's good that he could read all the work I did on the accountancy part because I find it very difficult. So you have to be very, very focused. You can't just forget a number and then it's a disaster. So you understand what I'm saying, I guess. So I have the feeling you can be there. I would say so. Because I see a lot of fast, it's a fast pace. If you can be very fast, they would like you, I think, you know? It's about being, yeah, very fast. Yeah. So it's like, but if you could add something on top of it, it would be better. Maybe if you speak, I don't know, another language, or you know, another software, or you know, a special field in there, you know, that they might need. Because I feel that otherwise, I see you will do something very basic that everyone does, and you won't learn anything. This is my only worry, you know. You will become a little bit like a machine, doing very fast one thing, one task that everyone does. So you need to bring something extra to it. You need to see what else. Maybe you can even maybe learn something at the meantime that could make you stand out a little bit. So I don't know much in the matter, as you know, because, you know, as I said, accountancy, I was doing a terrible job when I was doing accountancy. But it would be great to have something a little bit extra. Like I can do that very fast, but also I can do that. That's what I feel would make you stand out because there's a lot of people like you that want to do that. So if you want them to want you or to give an internship, then you have to add a little something on top. You need to think about that. So they don't see you just like a number. Because at the end of the day, they do see you like a number. And I see tons of people. So yeah, my advice is stand out. Be as good as everyone, but has this little something extra that first of all will make them remember you, because I see that they could just, you know, you could just do this internship and then they, you know, they make you work like really quick, 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 quick. They don't remember you after that. Say, okay, great, goodbye. And it would be better if you had something, yeah, where you stand out. So now you're asking me about your love life. Okay, so let me take a look. I want to remind you as well, by the way, with my new system, everyone is very welcome making donations. So to keep me, you know, kind of doing more shows. But anyway, this will go little by little. But if anyone wants to give me a little donation for something, and you have the link in there that will appear sometimes. Of course, it's if you want, if you have, and if you want to encourage me to do more shows. Now, after this little interlude, we are going to answer the question of, okay, Kanupriya. Okay, who's asking me about love. So let me see. Let me reopen the chat and see what you're asking. So can I ask about my love life? Okay, and that will be I will respond to that question, and you will be the last question of the night. So let me see the love life, what I see around you. Let me see. Okay, so let me see what I see. Um, I see a mother, I don't know if you are a mother, but I see, oh, there's a mother around, but there's something about mother, that's very, very important. The mother, love of the mother, or taking care of a mother, or a mother that takes care of the kids. But I see a mother, So I have the feeling that I don't know if you are a mother, or if you're planning to become a mother, or your mother is very important to you, or but I see something like that. It's a very much about, it's a strong mother energy around you. Okay, so that's what's the most important thing, to look after the kids, or you're not okay, but do you have like someone that's, I see a very strong mother energy, or someone you need to respond to, that person like decides for you, I feel, yeah, that person I feel decides a lot for you. It's a priority. They have a big, once again, mother energy is the biggest thing in your life right now. um, it's more important than love you could have, than your own love life, basically, if um, yeah, that's what I'm sensing at the moment. Your mother is more important than your own love life. Mm, that's what I'm feeling. I feel also that she's a very good advice to you. She knows what's right for you, or you think she knows everything that's right for you. But I feel she's a good influence, and she can help you with that. But I also feel that her energy is a little bit sometimes, a little bit like in a bubble, So maybe, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a sense of a bubble with her. Yeah. So I think the reason why I see this mother energy is maybe because, yeah, you tell her everything. Yeah, I feel that she's taking she feels your heart, if I can say. You're still like a little child of the mother. This thing is very important to you. Yes, it's very important for the moment. That takes all your attention. Yes. Mm. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. It's all about your mother for the moment of your life, for this moment. All right. Well, talking about mother, I'm gonna wish you a great day to all of you. Great night, great. I don't know what time it is, but it seems that people are a little bit all over the place. We had people from Canada, people from Lebanon, people from France, and you, Kanupriya. I don't know where you live, but I'm sure you're far away somewhere in the world. So as I said, me, I'm in Playa del Carmen. I'm in the same time zone as New York City, in the Caribbean, in Mexico. It's beautiful. So thank you very much for watching. Oh, you're in Canada. Okay, so you're not too far. Actually, you're in the same time for me. Yeah, 1:43 a.m. Same with me. We're in the same time zone. So you must be in Toronto or something, no? Or Montreal, or I know Canada very well. I used to go all the time. I used to go all the time to Vancouver, Toronto. I like Canada. It's a nice country. It's a little bit cold in winter, but it's warm in summer. Yeah, Toronto. Yeah, so now it's a little bit cold, but soon the birds will come back, and the summer will be back. Okay, so on these beautiful words, inspiring words of tonight, thank you for watching. It was really great. I am right now in Playa del Carmen, in Mexico, which is actually, there's a lot of Canadian people coming here to the beach. I'm basically next to Tulum and Cancun. I'm here at the moment. I've only been here for a month, and yeah, it's fun. And I should be back in Europe for the summer, and so yeah, just going here and there and traveling a little bit. So it's quite fun. Well, I'm going to wish all of you a good night, a good day, and I will advise, I will advertise the next 2 shows. It's going to be 2 shows in the week, and this is our space. This is the way for all of you, all of us, to talk about spirituality, to connect with energies, and to just to connect, because I think it's a great thing to do. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you very soon. Take care. Bye bye. I say bye bye. I don't know how to disconnect. Anyway, it's here. End stream.